We are cooking with cake this morning, and it smells so good over here in the kitchen.
And Mariefiebach is helping us out here with, man, one of those dishes that might feel real nice as the temperatures come down.
That's right. Today we're making a really simple carrot soup. It's vegan, so it's naturally vegan. So if that's something that's important to you, it's great, but it is so tasty. It's an Asian carrot soup, and it starts with celery and onions that I have sauteing here in the pan in a little bit of olive oil. And you don't want them to get brown, you just kind of want to get them soft. And after they've gotten soft, like I have them here, I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. And I am going to add 1 clove of garlic. You don't want the garlic to burn, so I put it in a little bit after the carrots and the celery. And let that stir around a little bit, and then add 1 inch of ginger that I've just cut in pieces. And if you scrub your ginger well, you do not have to peel it. And so I'm lazy and I don't peel my ginger.
Good to
Well, I'm
know.
even lazier than you. I buy the dry ginger. Is that okay to use here?
You could use the fresh ginger has a bite. You can buy in a cube ginger that's been cut up and pureed, and you just take them out of your freezer and put them in, and that would totally work.
Okay.
And then this is a 1/2 teaspoon of hot pepper flakes. Now, if you don't like it spicy, or if you're serving kids, put just a pinch in, or a 1/4 teaspoon. But if you're like me and you like it spicy, add the full 1/2 teaspoon of hot pepper flakes. And
now, where would you see a dish like this at, is it a popular dish anywhere specifically, or is this just?
This is just a soup my sister gave me the basics for 10 years ago, and I will make it at the beginning of the week and eat it all week long. It's just something that I love, especially for lunches. My daughter will take it in a thermos for her lunch because she loves it too.
Yeah, it seems pretty rare, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's simple and unusual. I had a dinner party on Saturday, and I had 16 women at my house, and they're all like, "Are you gonna publish that recipe?" And I said, "You can get it on Monday. Watch me on
Yes,
cake."
I love it.
And then you add a pound of carrots. Now, a bag of baby carrots is usually right at 1 pound, and you can put them in whole. I usually like to chop them in half so that the pieces are a little bit smaller and it doesn't take quite as long to cook, because it does take a little bit of time. So you add the whole pound of baby carrots and 3 cups of veggie stock. And then what you're gonna do with that is just let it come to a boil and simmer covered for an hour.
Okay.
Well, 45 minutes to an hour. And once all the carrots are tender and you can poke them with a fork, you're going to add a cup of coconut milk, a couple of tablespoons of peanut butter, a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. And that's all what gives it that Asian flavor. And then I use my stick blender and I just puree it. But if you don't have a stick blender, you can put it in your regular blender, but I would do it in batches because you want to have lots of headspace when you're pureeing hot liquids in a blender. But do it in 2 batches in your blender, and you end up with this creamy carrot soup that is really smooth and a little bit spicy, and there's nothing quite like it, but it is so satisfying. Like once you taste it, you're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's unlike any soup that I'm used to.
But it's got kind of like a lobster bisque consistency. Is that what you would
Right,
think?
it's really smooth and creamy, and there's a little bit of texture because you've got that fibrous ginger and that fibrous celery in there. But when you're chopping the carrots and celery and everything, you don't have to worry about how finely you're chopping it because everything's gonna be pureed in the end. And the peanut butter gives it some creaminess, and the coconut milk gives it some creaminess. And it's just a really well-balanced soup that once you have it, you're like, I need more.
Would you say carrot, like right off the bat? You're like, I can totally tell that's carrot that I'm
No,
tasting?
absolutely not. I cannot tell that that's carrot. It's got that spiciness in the peanut butter too that is unlike any soup that I've had, but it's really good. Shane, you got to get in on this.
Yeah, this is my bowl, I think, right there. All right, there you go. Hey, Feed Your Family Tonight has a cookbook, and the website, of course, is where you can find this recipe and so much more, Marie.
FeedYourFamilyTonight.com. Join the Facebook group if you have questions. I've got lots of people in there asking some questions about some of my meal plans already today. So check out the Facebook group, and the cookbooks at Watermark Books and Cafe are on my website, FeedYourFamilyTonight.com.
Thank you so much, Marie. Very well done. She is feeding your family tonight as you check her out right there. We'll be right back. Stay with us.